Hey guys, welcome back to the final round of our 8-4. We're in the finals. We are on the draw. So right now we're looking at a hand that is honestly pretty bad because we only have one playable card, and if we don't draw the planes, like I said before, in an earlier match, that if we don't draw planes, we're just out of this game completely, which is something I never like. So we are gonna mulligan this hand, mull down to d6, and we are not much better. We do have two 1-drops, one of which is a removal spell, and a 2-drop. We would need to hit a lot of lands. I'm not sure. We might be able to get a better 5-card hand. Mull to 5 for the second time this draft is not a fun time. I'm gonna mulligan this hand again. Hopefully we can get 2 lands in this next one. Yep, this is fine. Wow, this is sort of like the one that we had from last game. I was watching that replay again, and I just got really lucky to win. But I guess when you mull to 5, that's gotta happen, right? So he's blue, which means that Falcon Wrath Exterminator is most likely not going to be that good, because I'm fully expecting Mist Ravens and Into the Voids and stuff of that nature. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I do have those 2 Fervent Cathars in my deck, so I don't ask for much. I really don't. He has no lands. Okay, so this is why you mulligan, I guess, because I mean I don't understand why he kept. Whatever, I'll take it. Advantage. So we drew planes, which is nice for Emancipation Angel. We are going to play Falcon Wrath Exterminator. Hopefully just get this guy online and do some damage. Next turn, if I play... So he's going to draw a card off Fleeting Distraction. Hoping to draw a land, I would assume. So he draws a land. He's going to play Haunted Guardian, which is fine. So now, not as much of a point in attacking and keeping Falcon Wrath Exterminator on the field. So we're actually going to play the Emancipation Angel and bounce our Falcon Wrath Exterminator. Once again, we don't want to set ourselves back a turn. We'd like to have as many lands as possible on the field. So he drew another land, so I guess he was able to get out of that predicament with the Fleeting Distraction, which is nice. So he plays Wingcrafter. Plays Blood Artist. He does not soul bond either of those guys. So I'd really like for the Falcon Wrath Exterminator to get online. We are going to swing in with our Emancipation Angel. So we're going to play the land. The thing is, I don't think we really want to swing in with the Lightning Mauler. We can't because he has Defender and First Strike. I basically want to throw one of our lower guys into his Haunted Guardian. So we're going to swing first, because I don't think I can get out a Lightning Mauler and the Hammer Lancer at the same time. So he is waiting. We're going to swing in, and then we're going to play the Handweir Lancer, I believe. So that way next turn we can play like a Scalding Devils and then swing in with that with like First Strike or something like that. I think. I'm actually not sure about this. So tell me what you guys think in the comments about. Oh, did I click through that? I hope not. Okay, ooh, that was very close. Alright. So I'm gonna play. I think the play for me here is play the Handwear Lancer. I'm gonna bluff Cloud Shift. And I'm not gonna Soul Bond because I want to Soul Bond one of these guys, I think. And plus this guy's flying right now, so I think it's okay if we don't. Plays a Corpse Trader. He makes it fly. Okay, so we should have definitely. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. That was actually a big mistake because he had a Windcrafter. That was actually really silly on my part. Should have definitely played that differently. We can play Call to Serve onto our Handwear Lancer and then swing in and play it out with like the Falcon Wrath Exterminator, I guess. That was just a big mistake on my part. Like, if I had just given it First Strike, we would be swinging in for 6 damage right now instead of only 3. That was just a bad mistake. So we are going to play out Falcon Wrath Exterminator. Basically, I was thinking that I wanted to Soul Bond it to one of the other guys, but that wasn't necessary. He had Windcrafter. Yes, we are going to Soul Bond. Then we're gonna Call to Serve this guy and swing in, I believe. We could also Call to Serve the Emancipation Angel, and get in for more damage. Which I think is fine, actually. I'm going to do that. So he is thinking, not sure about what. Now we're going to swing in. So yeah, that was a big blunder on my part. That is definitely something I should play differently. I'm not sure why I was thinking that I wanted to First Strike one of my other guys in hand. But we just gotta move on and not get caught up on it. One thing also that I would say about playing Magic is that when you're playing competitive Magic, it's very easy to get caught up on your mistakes and let it affect your play for the rest of the tournament or the rest of the match. And this is definitely something you don't want to do, because in the end, everybody makes mistakes. It happens all the time. You just gotta live with it and hope that things work out in the end. So he has a Bloodflow Connoisseur, that's fine. He might start sacking guys. Maybe the Wingcrafter. I'm not sure. I don't think he really wants to sack any of these guys. Maybe the Haunted Guardian. In that case, I'll swing in with the Handwear Lancer. If we draw a land, we're just going to play out the Scalding Devil and pass. And I think that honestly we want to hold back the Lightning Mauler because there's no reason, I don't think there's a reason right now to play it out. We might play it out if we don't draw the land, just to have it out there, and then we can use it as a haste stick for the next creature that we play. So we're still waiting on him to, yep, okay, go to our turn, and we will draw a Gold Knight Commander. Okay, that's interesting. That's actually very interesting. So yeah, that helps us a lot. So we're gonna swing in with the Emancipation Angel. And then the turn after that, we're gonna Lightning Mauler and Scalding Devil to give our guys +2/+2, and we'll have swinging at him 6 guys because we can. And I think in total we're probably gonna have something like 18 damage coming at him. We're gonna swing in. Yep. And we're gonna play out the Gold Knight Commander. He's at 9, so he's probably gonna swing in again with the 2 flyers that he has, or just the 1. You could sacrifice a guy to try to take something out of our hand. Something to think about. That would also leave him with not much mana, and okay, so I'm wondering if he's got a stop. Nope, he does not have a stop. We're gonna play out this land because if we draw another land next turn, we'll have 2 things with Scalding Devil. So we're gonna play out the Lightning Mauler first because it has the extra point of damage. I am not going to soul bond it with another creature right now, because I can soul bond it to the Scalding Devil. All my guys will get +1/+1. And if he wants to sacrifice a guy to take out the Scalding Devil from my hand, I think I'm okay with that. Because I'm still swinging at him with a lot of damage. Honestly, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm still swinging at him with a lot of damage, and he's going to have a hard time really dealing with all of it. Yep, so he didn't. So that's actually an interesting thing. In that case, you know my hand as the player, but do you think on his end you would consider sacrificing one of your creatures to take out something from my hand? Because you never know. I guess you don't know that I have 2 creatures, but it's something to consider. Yeah, misclicked on the first response. So I think he did. No, he didn't, but. So he meant to kill my Gold Knight Commander the first time around, and he didn't. So, I'm gonna tell him that sucks, because misclicks happen to everybody, but, you know, I'm not exactly gonna throw him a bone just because of that. So he's gonna go up to 10, and then I am going to, yes, I will soul bond. So now, if I swing in with everyone, he can block my Falcon Wrath Exterminator, and then start trading guys to do the blood flow, but he has to basically block so that way he can survive, because so I do feel like I don't want to swing with the Scalding Devil because that's inevitability, and I feel like the Blood Artist is not gonna survive here, and he only has 2 cards left in hand. So I do feel like swinging with everyone is the correct play here. He's gonna block the Haunted Guardian to the Lightning Mauler, and then Falcon Wrath Exterminator is going to try to get in. Probably either block with the Bloodflow Connoisseur or the Blood Artist. If I get rid of the Blood Artist, I'm perfectly fine with that. And then if he blocks with the Bloodflow Connoisseur, then he needs to sack 2 creatures to keep it surviving. Otherwise, it's a 2-for-1. So yes, I do believe that swinging with everybody here is the correct choice. Although he could just have Into the Void and completely blow me out, which is something to also consider. If he has Into the Void, though, he has Into the Void. I don't think I can really play around that at this point. I think this is the right play. So, would you guys attack here? Would you guys have attacked all in here? I'm going to attack all in personally. Because if he does not have the trick, it's a blowout. But tell me what you guys would have done. Yep, so he blocks with the Haunted Guardian there. He blocks with the Bloodflow Connoisseur there. Now, is he going to sacrifice two guys? He can sacrifice Haunted Guardian and like Wingcrafter to, I guess, save his Bloodflow Connoisseur. And then he can swing back for 6. I'm not terribly worried right now. The fact that he missed on that first trigger is a very big deal, though. Otherwise, I would not be able to swing like this. So, you know, I got lucky, I guess, because he missed on the first trigger, but, there is, I mean, people make mistakes, and online you just have to be just as good with clicking as you do in real life with your play. So, unfortunately. So we get a counter on Falcon Wrath Exterminator. He goes down to 1. Next turn he is dead to Skeleton Devil. Or Emancipation Angel. He's going to play Alchemist's Apprentice and Dark Imposter. I'm not sure why he's showing me all this. Oh, he's probably going to sacrifice all this stuff so he can drain me. Oh, he can drain me for a lot, actually. Oh. Okay, so yeah, he had it. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Wow. Okay. So, I guess I lost this game, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So, we lost that game. I'm going to concede. He had 2 creatures. What can you do? So he showed us a lot of, he showed us that, Blood Artist, so he seems to be on the sacrifice plan. I'm not sure. Protection from Vampire, I mean, it's just 1, 2. I think our deck is good enough where we don't have to change anything right now. But I probably made a play mistake in there. Just guys, tell me what you think you would have done in that game. But thinking back on it, maybe, I mean, he only survived by a point of damage, right? So, you know, there could have been some kind of different play where maybe I got in an extra point of damage. You gotta think about that kind of thing while you're playing the game. Or maybe I could have survived. He only won by 1 point of damage, I only lost by... Like, I could have dealt 1 more point of damage and won the game, and he only won by exactly enough. So, you know, that game was really close. I'm sure there was a different line of play in there that I could have done to actually win the game. And watching it over, I'll watch it over, see what I can do about it. But he is still just finishing up his deck, I guess. But overall, this deck has been pretty good. I'm kind of sad that we don't have a removal spell for like things like blood artists and stuff like that, it's pretty unfortunate. So basically we have to out-tempo him and hope that he doesn't get his like combo pieces, I guess, into play, being Blood Flow Connoisseur and Blood Artist and other stuff like that. I'm not sure what else he had. He showed us a Wing Crafter. He also showed us the 3/3 that sacrifices as well. So you never know what else this guy might have. But I think I like our chances. Our deck is very aggro. So he's only got 20 seconds left, so it shouldn't be too much longer. And I did get this sweet Sigarda by being a complete greedy guy in the draft. Alright, so I'm going to choose to play first. I draw this hand, and this hand is perfectly fine. I'm not going to mulligan. It's pretty fast. Oh, there's definitely a new... Well, I'm not going to talk about it now, but... So he plays Windcrafter. I'm going to play out my mountain and play out the Moorland Inquisitor unless I draw, I guess, like Exterminator, and then maybe I could do Exterminator into Lancer and try to get that counter on him, and then start doing silly things with it. Would be something to consider. So as I was saying, as I just realized, I completely forgot that I made that huge blunder in terms of I should have soulbound the Angel to the Lancer, and that would have given me an extra like 3 points of damage on one attack. So that was definitely where I messed up in that game. So if I lose this game, we definitely know why. So this is good, instead of just saying that like, oh, what could you do? There are only so many things that, really end up mattering, I guess. You can find your mistakes and also just learn from them. So I'm going to play out the Moonlight Geist. I'm going to swing in with Moorland Inquisitor. Like, I doubt he's going to block anyway, so there's no point in holding up the first strike. And then I'm going to Lancer and then first strike the Flyer, unlike how I did last time. He's going to play Angel's Tomb whenever a creature enters the battlefield in your control. That's fine. He does not have... I'm going to play out the Lancer anyway, just in case. So I actually have Hound right now, so I'm going to swing in with both. He did not soulbind these guys, so they are coming in, and then I'm going to play Hound. My first pick of the draft is finally coming into play. Finally. And he plays Amass the Components. Draw 3 cards. So he's going to be taking a lot of damage. He's probably going to have to chump block with the Wingcrafter. Did he mulligan? I'm not even sure. No, he didn't mulligan, so... I guess he just played out a lot of small dudes. So, we're gonna play out... I'm trying to decide if we want to play out Thatcher Revolt here. I don't think we do. I think we just want to play Handwear Lancer. Or we can not do that first. We're gonna swing first. I think he is going to chump block with the Hound. He's going to chump block the Hound, yep. With Blood Artist. Okay, so maybe he has a Driver. And then we're going to play the Handwear Lancer and soulbond it to the Moonlight Geist. And pass the turn. So we're looking pretty good here. Like I was saying before, if we can just kill him before he gets his components together, I guess, so that little combo, I think our guys are better. So he plays a Lone Revenant, which is pretty solid. So he's going to have flying. That Angel is probably coming in. Yep. As you would expect. Now I think we just want to attack. Oh no, he has hexproof. But I think in this case we want to just attack with everybody because he has to block. We're gonna Fervent Cathar, the Wingcrafter, and then if he doesn't block here and say he blocks a 2, so he's gonna take 2, 4, 2, 6, 8, 10, 13 damage. So he has to block the Hound, and that's, you know, a great trade for me. So I'm gonna play the land. I'm gonna play Fervent Cathar. The Windcrafter will not block this turn. And then if I play Thatcher Revolt, he blocks here, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. He's dead. So I'd say this game was pretty straightforward. We just played out our guys and, you know, beat face. And then we're gonna play Thatcher Revolt. Yep. Okay. So that game went well. We were on the play. So he showed us a Lone Revenant, which is pretty solid. I guess he's on the sacrifice, have only one guy kind of plan. So I still don't think we board in anything. We want to be as fast as possible to try to kill him. You know, ASAP. Rite of Ruin would be good. Demolish doesn't seem to do anything. Dangerous Wager is pretty bad. So I think that I think our deck is good enough the way it is. I don't think I've sideboarded at all. I haven't seen a worthy artifact or a land to really warrant boarding and Demolish. And the rest of our stuff isn't really relevant. So we're gonna keep the deck the way it is. We actually got to play our Hound, which was nice. And we are just waiting on him. So if we had not made that blunder in the first game, we might have just walked away with 8 packs right now. But, c'est la vie, I guess. I think I'm going to pause the game while we wait. Pause the video while I wait for him, because it seems like he took a while last time, and he's taking a while this time as well. So I'm just going to pause the game really quick, and, you know, unpause it when the game starts. Alright, so we're here in the final round again, as I was saying, and our opponent chooses to play first. I think we have to mulligan this hand. We have a double white spell, and if we don't drop them, we're in trouble. This is the mana base, once again, like I said at the beginning of the draft, so yes, I would like to mulligan. This is not a good hand at all. This hand's not fast enough, but I don't think we can mulligan down, so I'm gonna keep this hand. This hand is very, very poor, though. We need some help, so hopefully we can get that. Alright, Hand Whirl answers a card, so hopefully we're probably going to play out the Geist first for the evasion, so he has his Blood Artist. Okay, so I think we're good on the lands right now. I really hope my deck doesn't decide to flood me in the game 3. Alright, he didn't play a land, he doesn't have a land, so this is very good for us. We're going to play Moonlight Geist. And after that we're going to go Heirs, and then Lancer, Call Serve. And hopefully just go to town. Hopefully this sets him back long enough to get in that damage. Because we're basically on the play right now. Because he missed a land drop. Yep, so he missed another land drop. This is looking good for us. I mean, I don't like to win like this, but a win is a win. So, I think we just swing in here. I don't think there's a reason not to. We want to put as much pressure on him as possible, because he is the control deck, we are the aggro deck. And if he gets Connoisseur and that Blood Artist online, all of a sudden our damage becomes, you know, it's a lot harder to do. So he drew his land. We'll see what he had in hand, because I'm assuming he kept a handful of 3-drops. Like he had Blood Artist, 2 lands, and a bunch of 3-drops, maybe a 4-drop. So we'll see what he plays. He plays Tandem Lookout, which is fine by me. He does not choose a Soul Bond, which is fine. So we're going to swing in. We're going to play Lancer. I'm wondering if we should leave up Righteous Blow. He has to play a creature next turn. He has to play a creature next turn to draw the card off of Tandem Lookout, which means that he won't be able to deal with our creatures as well. Right now we're swinging in for 4 damage. If we play Lancer and then play Call to Serve, we'll be swinging in for 5. Then next turn, around 8ish. I think I like that plan better. I'm okay with him drawing a card off Tandem Lookout just because it sets him back in terms of tempo. I'm assuming he has a 3-drop. Although he shouldn't be drawing lands. Basically, do I want him to draw more lands? I mean, in that case, I might just be able to... Actually, I think it's right to keep up Righteous Blow so that way I can prevent him from drawing lands, because I want to keep him off of his land drops. So we're going to play the Plains. We're going to swing... We're going to play the Handler Lancer first. Make sure I tap correctly. Yep. We are going to Soul Bond to the Geist. And we're going to swing in for 4 damage. We get a counter. And then we're going to Righteous Blow if he attacks. He can't even attack, really, because unless he plays like a Windcrafter. There you go. And we are going to Righteous Blow. So in actuality, if he didn't play the Windcrafter, it would have been fine anyway because I could have blocked with the first striker. So that was wrong, but it ended up being... I ended up playing it right anyway. I didn't think about the blocker. That's my fault. And that was the right play because he did not draw the land that he wanted to. And he's gonna play Haunted Guardian, which is fine. I think we're just gonna Call to Serve our Handler Lancer, and then Fervent Cathar, the Haunted Guardian as well. So we drew Mad Prophet. So I think we Fervent Cathar here. Yep. We're gonna make sure the Guardian can't block. And then we're gonna just jump over with the first striker. The first striker has semi-evasion actually, so I think I'm gonna make we're gonna make a 3/3 flyer, because first strike is like semi-evasion, so now all of our guys evade, which makes it a lot harder to deal with. Actually, guys can't Guy's has first strike actually, so we're fine. And plus, this would have died to a Wingcrafter if he had just decided to chunk block there. So call to serve on there is correct. This is generally what I mean when I say that I play too fast. It takes me a bit to actually see everything. So when it really comes down to it, I need to spend a little bit more time playing through and thinking about all the things. Because I can be sort of careless sometimes. So I'm assuming he didn't draw the land. It's probably game. I don't see how he can swing here. And I think we just... we can swing in with everybody and I think be fine. Or we could play the Mad Prophet as well and swing in with everybody. I think that's probably right. Put as much pressure on him as possible. He can block here, but I think that the Haunted Guardian has to go in front of the Cathar. So our opponent got mana screwed. Oh, human frailty. Okay, so now things have got a little bit more interesting, I guess. So he can block here, then block. I mean, he still loses two of his guys, so maybe swinging with Mad Prophet was wrong there, but I don't think I was supposed to know that he had human frailty. Haunted Guardian might just have to block Heirs of Stormkirk. We'll see what he does. I think he's dead. Really, what ended up happening was me having that righteous blow for that tandem lookout was really what saved the game. So he is going to Fleeting Distraction, draw a card. He's going to gain some life. I'm going to go up to, he's still at 3. Which is, God, Blood Artist is pretty ridiculous. He drew a land, but I think it's most likely too little too late. He might have Into the Void, and that would set us back. But we can still fly over for 2 damage. And then just replay our guys. And he has Bloodflow Connoisseur, which is fine. We will still swing in with, I think, just the Heirs, and then actually the Haunted Guardian has to block. We'll see what we draw. So we get another Moonlight Geist. The Haunted Guardian has to block the Heirs. That's going to go to the Bloodflow Connoisseur, and then he can sack the Blood Artist to the Bloodflow Connoisseur, kill my Handwear Lancer. He'll go to 5, and then take 2 damage. I'll lose the Handwear Lancer, but then I can just replay out a Geist. He'll lose 2 guys, which I'm fine with. So I think swinging here with everything is the best option. So I think this is basically, it looks like, yep. He would have to sack the Blood Artist to save the, yep, Bloodflow Connoisseur. I'm down to 14. I lose my guy, but I got a 2-for-1, and I got his Blood Artist and his First Striking Defender, so my Heirs of Stormcrook has a free passage. And hopefully that is game. Yep. Alright, so there you go. We won that round despite my blunder in game 1. And we got ourselves 8 packs. So I'd say that was pretty solid. Alright, thank you very much for watching the videos. Just leave any comments that you have for me about gameplay or videos themselves in the comments below, and check out the other videos on the MTG Noob. This is Lehrbehr signing out. I hope you had a great time watching.